Hello. I was reflecting on an experience that I had a couple of years ago when I went to Haiti for the first time, and I just had to share it with you. How I got to go to Haiti for the first time was I was just on social media one day, kind of like you are now, and a girlfriend of mine that I graduated high school with posted on social media, I'm going to Haiti. Who wants to go with me? And up to that point, I had no idea that my whole soul wanted to go to Haiti. In that moment, I'm like, I have got to go. And, I messaged her and talked with her about it and talked to my husband about it. And he's like, do it. It sounds like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And so I logged on and I got my tickets right away to go to Haiti, which was only like 6 weeks out. And the next day, I ended up talking to my friend who, for some serious health reasons, was not able to go. And she had asked me, to maybe delay my trip and go with her in the fall. And I just thought, if I don't go right now, I feel like it's not going to happen. I feel like I have to go right now. So I had 6 weeks to think about the fact that I would be going to Haiti by myself and what that looked like, and um, trying to be a little bit brave. I was trying to tell my husband, like, it's okay because, once I get there, I'll end up meeting up with the people that I'm going to meet with, and it's totally going to be fine. And then inside, I was slightly like, oh my goodness, this is a little scary. I hope this is going to turn out okay. So boarded the planes, working on getting myself to Haiti. And on the last plane, I ended up talking with this gal who had lived in Haiti for quite some time and then was returning to visit. And she, was from the States, and she looked just like me. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? If she's going to go and navigate, she knows what she's doing, but nobody else knows what she's doing. She's the only one that kind of knows. And so she can carry with her this confidence as she goes and navigates the streets of Haiti because she's been there before. So in my head, this is my thinking. Nobody else knows whether I'm frequent Haiti all the time or I'm there for the first time. And a lot of times, people tell you when you're traveling for humanitarian stuff, that once you get to the airport, you're just going to get bombarded with people who want to help you. And, you just have to, tell them no, 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 no. And they're, like fighting over who gets to help with your bags and everything like that. And so as I was watching her in line for customs and stuff like that, I just kind of took on her posture, which was more confident and more like, I do this all the time. No big deal. Even though inside I was like, oh, holy crap. I really hope this works out. In the meantime, between when I booked my trip and when I took the trip, I found out that the company that I wanted to meet up with typically doesn't have people fly in at night at all because it's fairly dangerous to fly in at night. And yet it was too late to change my tickets. And here I was flying into the airport at night in Haiti the first time by myself. So I kind of took on that bravado that she had of, I know what I'm doing. And I just kind of like mimicked her, I just followed her. Whatever she did, I kind of mimicked her and did the same thing. And when I went down to get my bags, I had this posture of confidence. Nobody even approached me to ask me if they could help me with my bags because I just acted like I knew what I was doing. And I get my bags and I go out the door, and I'm thinking, I hope the people who are supposed to come pick me up are here because I don't know the language. I don't know what I'm going to do. I had looked up one of the American hotels in the area, but even getting there would be really tricky. So I came out the door and I was able to see the person that I was waiting for. And, I had a picture so I could identify him. And I waited until he asked me, are you Kayla-Leah Rich? Not me telling him. See, I felt like very, travel savvy by making sure that he was able to tell me. So that night when we were driving about a half an hour, 45 minutes to where the campus is that I was going to be staying at, I'm in this little pickup truck with three guys in a foreign country, and one of them spoke English, the rest of them didn't. And I noticed that two of the guys that were there were packing, and I realized like they were my bodyguards as they were taking me to this campus. And I thought to myself, like, this is like the stuff of the movies, like you voluntarily get into a vehicle with three strange men in a foreign country in the middle of the night. Like, this is not something you should do. But I did know the people I was connecting with, and they were ambassadors for them. So I really did know I was making a smart choice, but it still just felt like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? As we were traveling through the streets, it was pouring down rain, like monsoon rain. And it's dark and there's people walking on these narrow streets and this traffic, like is crazy, of course, like most countries, where they pass, it's a 2-lane road and there's 4 vehicles across, so they're all trying to pass each other. And at one point in the road, there was like this whole section that got washed out, and we like get to a stop, like the tail end of the truck is swerving, where we have to go through this ditch that had been freshly washed out. And then we get to our destination, and I was so grateful. And I was so grateful to be on that campus where it felt safe. And I felt like I had made it. I had navigated the trickiness of a new country at night by myself, by getting on this mixture of, I'm just going to fake it. And then also a little bit of confidence that comes even with just saying yes to a new opportunity in the first place. So I said yes, I faked it. And then since then, I've been able to return to Haiti 2 additional times. And I want to share with you a story that happened on the 3rd time, not the second. The second time I took like 3 extra people with me, and we navigated through the airport. And of course, having done it before, I felt more confident. And on the 3rd time, I brought 8 people with me, and each of the 8 people, so there's 9 total. We all have 3 bags. Is that right? 2, 3, actually 4 bags each, because we would have our personal bag, our carry-on, and then 2 checked bags filled with Days for Girls products, right? Like every single one of our bags had Days for Girls stuffed in between toothbrushes and like everything else we needed. So we have, of course, it's a zoo at the airport, and everybody wants to help us, and they're fighting over the bags. And lucky for me, I've noticed that if you mark all of them with the super bright duct tape, it's easy to identify them on the carousel, because we had, like, I don't know, what's 9 times 4? 36 bags that we needed to keep track of, including then now 8 people who are brand new to the country, like I was that first time, and a little scared, right? Including 3 teenage girls. So I'm gathering all the bags and getting all the things taken care of. And we go, and the last couple of times, I passed through customs, and then they sent us out the door. No big deal. This time, they pulled us aside into this other room in customs. And they pulled all of us and all of our bags, and then they started going through the bags. And then they started saying, nope, no, you can't. You have to pay us. This is what I got through the broken Creole. You have to pay us for these bags. And I had heard that this can be the case in some developing countries where there's some corruption, and the airport people will try to get you to kind of bribe them to let you pass through. And I just heard a story about somebody who had done that, only they lost all of their stuff because they were bringing building materials after the hurricane. And they said, you need to pay us. And they didn't have any money. And then they took their stuff. And then now they were, going to be in Haiti for a week without anything that they had brought to kind of help. Anyhow, so I'd heard this story, and I'm there, and I just kind of get this false bravado of like, I know what I'm doing. And I just told the guy, nope, I'm not going to pay you for the bags. And there was, several men around, and then this, kind of like this boss guy who's like sitting behind the x-ray machine. And he's like, you have to pay us. And I'm like, no, he's like, there's so many bags. I'm like, oh, no. There's just 3 for her and 3 for me and 3 for her. That's not very many. And he's like, no, you need to pay us. And I said, this is stuff for the girls in your country. We brought them to share. And he's like, you need to pay us. And I had heard like sometimes they get like $90 a bag. Can you times 90 times 36? And I didn't have the money to do it. And I certainly didn't want 9 people to travel down and lose our stuff. But I just felt like I need to kind of dig in and just be like, no. He's like, why didn't you bring money for this? I said, because the last time I was here, you didn't charge me. So I didn't bring money this time. I don't have any money. And then I just kind of sat there and held my ground. Like, I don't have any money. I'm not paying you for these bags. And after a few minutes, like, he was not very happy. And then he just goes, and then he just waved us on. I was like inside going, oh, thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. Because I think had I wavered at all, like, oh, but like, well, how much? And if I'd wavered at all and not presented myself as confident, I think that he would have seen how much he could have gotten out of us. And, every dollar to me really, I want to go to the kits for the girls, but like truly, there was no way we could have paid, you know, $90 per bag to get there. Anyhow, I just wanted to share these stories with you because it really did help me navigate something that was a brand new experience for me, and a little scary. But if you kind of mix that true confidence, like you said, yes to new opportunity, or you want new opportunities, and you mix it with the, fake it till you make it, then you can actually become more confident. Because again, the next time I went there, I had already done the airport thing, so I felt like I was good. And if I return to Haiti again, if they try to get me to pay for my bags, then I'll stand my ground again. And so fake it till you make it is a good way to continue to strengthen confidence as you're working on that internal confidence. And so I hope that whether you're in a spot where you feel like you're faking it, or that you truly feel like you know what you're doing, that you realize that it's okay. It's okay we all make it up as we go along. And then when we know better, we do better. And that's the same path that I think that you're on too. So I hope that you enjoy this. I'm Kayla-Leah, and I do love to help people with confidence. I have a book called Purple Crayon Confidence, and actually an online confidence course. If you want to learn more, you can go to Kayla-Leah, Leah.com. All right. Have a good one. Bye.